So this politician on Facebook, I want to show you the Facebook page. Mike Vilardi. So I'm looking. It shows here like it's obvious he's a Christian conservative that supports Trump. And then I look at these. See here, I see and notice a lot of ladies like this. It look like porn stars, and then they're patriotic. And one of them, this JT, this is the lady, the girl that was squatting in my house, who's that prostitute, drug dealer, serial squatter, who was getting help from the police, who were, and this is another one of them. See this sentiment. They all have this sentiment. They're for America. So am I. And this one sentiment here, look here, this one here, see, never forget 9/11. So the sentiment of the people who crashed into the 9/11, the World Trade Centers on 9/11. It looked like me. And there is that sentiment. A lot of police officers are veterans of the Iraq-Afghanistan war. There is sentiment against people who look like me. And then so this politician having the squatter who occupied my house for a year and a half with police support, and he was corresponding. I have the correspondence. He was leaving comment on posts that Justine Taylor was leaving, complaining about me. He was saying, "Who's hurting you?" She was complaining about me, and he's commenting, "Who's hurting you?" I come protect you and pull some strings. So if he's a politician, I'm thinking he calls the police commissioner, the Sergeant Lafferty, Sergeant Ritchie, the Michael Park, the police hierarchy in West Valley Police Station, and have they had correspondence with this guy that has Justine Taylor as one of his friends, that she sought his help on Facebook, and I have the screenshot. And that sentiment was expressed repeatedly by so many. You don't like the laws, here, leave. You don't want your third world politics here. You treat women like property. So you look through the friends list of this guy and look at all the people there. You would see some correlation to what I'm saying. There's so many in here of Mike's friends, Mike Vidali's friends. Look at this, that have that sentiment. This is his friends. He's a Christian conservative. He's a man of influence. And then these are his friends. So they have patriotism in common. They have support Trump, and then they are Christian, and then they that sentiment that if you're patriotic, a lot of times, so patriotic, there's the kind that feels good bashing foreigners. Trump did run on that platform. I'm going to build a fence to keep out foreigners, right? So there are a lot of people, Americans, who share that sentiment. So they have these policies to attack foreigners, like a public lynching and humiliation, like I've been subjected to. attack them with, have a criminal squatter move in and have the police support torturing that poor fellow. How many, look at, I have all the addresses all that the squatter has occupied. Look, are they all, do they look like me? Do they look like the people who crashed into the World Trade Center buildings on 9/11? I've also heard people who veterans of the Vietnam War don't like Asian Americans and call them gooks. This guy must be looked into. And then all the people, Miriam Priesel, fighting so hard, attacking me. Why? Because I'm reporting corruption in the city and she's a council member. This must be looked at. You don't cover something up unless you know it's bad, unless you're involved in it. Your involvement in corruption is obvious in your covering it up, right? Look into this. It's made a covert attack on people who look like me, make it, disguise it as a tenant-landlord dispute. Is it happening all over the country? I think so. Look into it. Or do you want to cover it up? Or you want the people who are fighting hard, attacking me, fighting hard to cover it up, those are the ones who should be investigated. I claim my whistleblower protection rights. And so you try to attack me, you're violating not only that, also my sincere efforts to communicate using my First Amendment right. That is what our nation is based upon. And that protecting that one right will perhaps save us. God bless America.